All right, gents, we got 2 more courses here to go through. First one is going to be Mayfield. All right, off the tee here on 1, just a torpedo down far as you can hit it. Got 2 options here. You can go a little bit more loftier, or you can go kind of dead at it with like a 3-iron. I'm pretty sure I hit a 4-iron here. Did I hit a 4-iron? No, I may hit a 5-iron. I was afraid of there's not a whole lot of run between the fringe and the pin. So I think I did like 3 clicks, and 82 is a little bit short of 50, so I hit it like a little bit, just above 50. Cleared the fringe in the hole. So I'm sitting at like a 4-better right now, counting that. So feeling pretty good about myself. All right, on the 2, multiple ways you can play. You can play up there where that water tower is. There is a shot there, which you'll see if you go right around that water tower. There's a clear shot through the trees right there to the green. But I didn't like the pin, so I went ahead and went back to the normal landing spot, which is just a high loft driver. High tee, landed over here into the shit, right past the concrete here. And you always have a good shot here, no matter where the pin is. You have a clear look at it. All right, so I hit the 290, so the high loft driver. I kind of killed it a little bit. I just want to make sure I got it past. Not a bad shot though. I've tried that too many times to hit it orbits there and goes back into the water and leaves me with a shitty chip. But I've learned the Barrett Detterman way. So play smart. All right. God awful swipe there. That wasn't even close. Distance was okay, but the swipe was just pathetic. All right. Also questioned my life here for a minute. 288. So the 292 club, which would be the 4-wood high tee, would not make it with that wind. So I decided eventually to go with a Maniacs and take a little bit off because that wind would play almost perfect as far as stopping the ball. So I took like 1% off and put it right by the damn hole. So 18,000 GSP. All right, we're onwards to 5. I always try to see what the pin is before going. Not that it really matters any. If it's deep, you're hitting a wood. If it's in the front, you're hitting a stinger with a jab. It's a jab either way. So this is 217. So 210 would be 90%. 221 would be 95%. So it's about a 93 to 94% shot. I hit it 94. Hit it a little bit too hard and didn't play enough wind. But still a good effort. No GSP. All right, 6 here. I normally would have sniped this by looking at it, but I did hit the flyby. I saw I had a little bit of room to play as far as landing and run out. So I just hit the 6 wood it give me. Adjusted for the wind. Shit swipe. If I hit that straight, I had a chance. All right, here's what you don't want to do. Again, I always check see where your pin is. Hey, TikTok, notifications. Hi, everyone. All right, so don't do this. When you hit it into you aim for that mound right there, watch this swipe. Just watch how disgusting this is. Like that wasn't even fucking close. That's like almost 2 o'clock. So now, instead of having a pretty easy, simple shot, I've got a really fucking difficult shot. Because if I don't hit it far enough, I'm short, I've got a shitty chip or wedge. You hit it long, you got a 60-foot putt you shouldn't have to hit. That was just a really stupid drive. But it didn't make the putt, thankfully. So all that drama for nothing. All right, 350 here. It's a really long look for 8. I used to go around to the left. That's what I was looking at. See if I could even go around to the left and just have a chip at it. But I decided that I'm going to try something because I had a little bit of a cushion here, being full better at this point. I want to try to hit a big stick driver, high tee, and just kind of fade it around these trees. I've only done this about 4 or 5 times and haven't had the best results. But tried it again. Those visited leaves don't hit, and I had like a 10-foot putt, 15-foot putt. So. But if you hook it just a little bit too much, you're in some deep shit. So, all right, on 9, I decided to hit a maniac to get a little bit further down the fairway, so I can have a higher lofted wood, which I think I ended up hitting a 5 here. Did I hit a 5 or a 4? I hit a 4. Yeah, okay, that's the safer play. You see, I moved my shot guy down so I can still see the yellow line for the pin. Again, shitty swipe. That was not the intention to hit that far out. I wanted to be just barely right at 2, not 2 o'clock at 2. All right, so the front 1 better puts me at 4 better through the first 4.5 courses. So I was pretty happy with it so far. 10 here. That pin, I don't fuck with the stinker. I mean, others will. I'm not. I'm laying it up there, and I'm getting out. If it goes in, great. If it don't, great. It probably could have went in. That would have been nice, but no such luck. 11 was a little bit of a cut. So you're having to cut into that wind. I probably should have hit a 3 wood. I did hit this full, but I didn't play nowhere near enough cut. So if I cut it some more, I would have had to probably needed an extra club. But I always check my slopes and knock the putt in. 12 was super simple. Like, it's as simple as I've ever seen it. It just, no trees, no hookage, just no hookage. Jesus. Yeah, just straight over the fence and trees there with the driver. Consider going up a club, but I thought this would make it. And with the wind pushing, I think I went 1 click to the right. No, I didn't move it any. Okay, well, that's fine. I probably should have moved it 1 click to the right. No, not yet. Okay. Didn't hit it full. Should have hit it full. There's my mother-in-law. Hi! Add hot dogs to your list when you buy groceries, you stupid fuck. I did. Bought hot dogs. All right, on to 13. Hey, McDonald's is trying to get me in my business now. Look at that shit. All right, high loft driver. You can also hit the big driver here if you want. So, leave stuff with a pretty straight putt. All right, 14. A little bit longer look today. Usually it's, you're looking dead at it, but usually you don't have to play through all the green. But it's still going to be, 121, as we mentioned, 45%. So it's going to be about 48 plus the wind. It's a little uphill. So I think I played this about 5% or 6%. 53, 54%. That's where you should be at. I think I hit it 53, 52. So just didn't play enough slope or wind. Okay, onwards to 15. Also, don't do this. FYI. So I'm trying to be cute here and leave myself in the rough for just that way I don't have to hit a ranger. See? Good shot, you think, right? Wrong. No fucking chance go around that shit. So, you gotta play through it. Yay. So I'm like, okay, what do I do here? So I end up taking the high loft driver. I took like 3 or 4% off. If I did kill it and it didn't hit those limbs, I didn't want to be 50 yards past the green. So I think I hit 94, and they ended up being short. So they did clip all those limbs. So if you're going to commit and go into the shit, just go into the shit and hit your Ranger and be done with it. Got lucky and made the putt. 16. An easy look unless you miss swipe. I think I teed this up too, didn't I? No, I didn't tee it up. Okay. Should have hit a bronze tee on that. I'm playing so far uphill. Bronze tee would have been a lot closer. Like 10 foot's not close enough, right? Jesus. Okay. Again, another 1 iron. So 108 is 40, so it's gonna be like 43. And I added like, I think 5 or 6 here for this as well. So I stopped there and add my percentage. So 48, 49, should have been 50. 49 might have been close, but probably 50. All right, last hole. Again, still 4 better so far. I have the hardest time judging these. Like this is gonna be a jab for me. And I end up hitting, because the pin was a little bit further onto the green. So I had to carry like 270 instead of the normal like 280. So I ended up hitting a 5 wood instead of the 4 wood. Gotta get pretty much full. Another notification. And just missed it on the left, so. All right, 1 course left, gentlemen. And if there's any ladies watching, sorry for leaving you out. Chad loves the ladies, let me tell you. Childbirth, pains, all that, yeah. All right, back soon. All right, boys, back on Rattlesnake. Last round of the qualifier for the Hometown Classic. We're going to just knock it down the fairway here. Yeah, sitting at 4 better through these first 5 courses. And this is a pretty straight wind. So really no reason to fuck this up, I wouldn't think, yeah? So 171 is going to be 80%. So I think I took this down to about 76, 77%. That back swipe's a little janky. Which is why I push it to the right, looks like. Not great. All right, onwards to 2. Did not want this to go as far as it did, clearly. So you'll see that just in about 2 seconds. It went just a smidge too far, which means I'm hitting the 80% club instead of the 90% club because of the lie difference. So it took me a minute to figure out what I wanted to do. Obviously, I didn't want to hit the chipper because it would not get up that high. And if it did, it'd clip a rock and go straight into the water. So I didn't want that. Ended up going with a 7 iron, which is about 120 in that position. So about 34, 35% is where I should have hit it. I'm not sure what I hit it though. 37, and it wasn't even enough. So there you go. My math was off just now too. Kind of how this round went. All right, 361. You could go back. Make sure you missed those cacti. I really thought this would get there with that wind pushing, but it's not a big wind. So I just kind of hit a sniper. I'm not sure what else I could have done here, to be honest. So I just got unlucky there. Decided to take the flop wedge since I was so close to the face. So 26, double that, half that be 13. I hit just a little more than 13, and it trickled into the cup. So it was a good lucky break there. Saved that stroke. It was a tough look either way. But all right, on the 4, Cheese taught me this. It's most of it says on Discord. It's 40 yards. So play it as if it was 193, which would be here, be about 91%. I, for some reason, can't get through my head that you don't have to adjust for the wind. If it's in your face, 91 is enough. Or the 40 yards is enough. I hit it 92 and blow it by. So, but yeah, 40 yards and adjust for the wind. All right, this one here was a little bit tougher look as well. But the pin being on the front, there's really no way to land that on the green. If you hit a Maniacs, you're risking going off the back with a high loft driver or whatnot. So I just lined up best I could at the high T regular driver, and my goal was to hit the bridge, and I did that. So now we just got to make the putt. So 3-5, looking pretty strong. No hole outs, but still clean. And here's where it falls apart, or starts to fall apart. All right. Figured this would be plenty of club with the wind pushing a little bit. Gets high enough to get over all the cactus. And whee! And there's the ring going off. So I'm pissed at this point. Oh, by the way, they were still working on the air conditioner at this point too, so the ring keeps going off on this round. So yeah, in and out the front door. Took the chipper, thought I moved enough for the slope. Shit swipe. So now I'm down 2 shots for what I thought was a good first shot, but clearly it was not. All right, tuck pin here on 7. Just got to make sure you get it to the green. I thought I fucked this up too, to be honest, when I hit it. I didn't think I cut it enough because it was going way to the left, but it did hang on to the green. Simple putt. This one set me over the fucking edge. I'm not even going to lie. Like, I had to calm myself down for a minute after this shot. You'll see why in just a second. So we took the 3-iron, which is 106 halfway, going downhill. I hit it about 116, 118. Yeah. Yeah, I was, the phone about went through the TV, for being completely honest. After the fuck up on 6, and then, what I thought was a fuck up on 7, yeah, I was just a little bit perturbed here, if you can't tell. Yeah, a little angry. So, couldn't drive a 9, so best play there was just to lay up. With the pin being on that top left, you got to go far right as you can on the fairway to give yourself a clean look at it, which we do right there. Taking the 1-iron's 135, so add 8 is 143, it'd be 53. I think I added like 3% to this. 3 or 4%, was it? I had a 1%. Okay, well, there you go. So at least I made that. That was a good effort there. So I'm only one worse on the front after all that drama. Should have made 8. Did make 9. Should have made 1 too, to be honest. But yeah, it was a pretty shitty front all in all. Because a pretty good front all in all. Sorry, but it could have been a whole lot worse. Could have easily been a 11 or 12. So thankfully it was 14. So I'm again 3 better still. I'm still looking pretty good. I hate this fucking hole. Hate it with all my fucking being. Cannot ever, that back pan, I cannot ever get the ball to the green. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. If I'm not aiming far enough to the right, I don't know. I guess I'm not aiming far enough to the right on the tee box. But, yeah, after what happened on, 6 and 8, and then starting there on 10, yeah, the wheels are loose, guys. Let's just be honest. So I missed the chip. Now I'm sitting at a 1 better. Going into 11. Pretty simple look there, though. It's just going to be the high loft driver with a high tee and a jab. And try to play off that back slope. Or that backstop, which is on the lower level there. Let's knock it off that slope. And it'll come right back towards the hole. So, could have a little bit harder. Would have had a shot, I think, for the bounce back. But still a good shot. Normally, I would have went for this. But considering we're qualifying, I just backed up, played the right shot for once, put it up top with the Maniacs, clear everything. I had a pretty decent look at it actually with the chipper here. I'm pretty sure I left this short, if I remember right. I guess I was afraid to overhit it for some reason, but yeah, I left it short. It's crazy. Another couple percent, I'm in the hole. So I kind of recovered there. 11, 12 went pretty clean. Get to 13. It's a pretty easy looker there. So I try to compose myself here, but it just, I was still angry. I don't know why I was so angry for. No clue. But the results will come shortly for that. All right. So we're good through 13. Here's 14. Again, not the worst look. If I remember right, pin was on the top left, or middle left, not really top left, middle left, which it was middle left. So you really can't hit so you can't safely hit a jab here without bringing that front water into play. So I just took the 2-iron, took the height out of it as much as I could, and just kind of played the wind best I could. I cut that, didn't mean to cut it, but that's still a fine shot. All right, on to 15. Just got to play it over to that into that fairway or down to the bottom where the rough is. Depends on which one you prefer to play from. I prefer to play from right there. All right, so 101, 94 yards. 91 is going to be right at 90%. So I adjusted heavily for that wind. I'm pretty sure I hit it 90%. Yeah, 89%. Look at there. See? It's not all anger. See, I had good shots on the back. Like I had one bad shot on 10. And, yeah. Here comes the pain. So a lot of that wind there, a lot of wind, 15 miles an hour, dead straight right to left. I'm like, okay, I'm just going to cut this against the wind. Be no problem, right? You see how much I cut that? Not enough. Clearly, not enough. So, yeah, pretty pissed off at this point. That's a lot of drop shots now. Now I'm 4 drop shots, so now I'm back to even par for the qualifier. So all that hard work over 4 rounds is just gone. I didn't know what to do here either. I know the iron wasn't the shot, so I backed it up to the 9 wood. You know, it flies for days. Everybody always says it flies for days. So I took 3% off, and it's still, look how far that ball flew. That's something that still almost carried off the green. So here we go, on to 18. Like just a fucking lovely, just the easiest look in the world, right? Easy, simple look. Play the wind right, play way out there, you know. But see, I didn't see it was in my face. Yeah. I was pissed. Like I was beyond angry right here, and I almost fucked this up. So, yeah, there you go. That's how you shoot a 3 better, or take a 4 better into make it a 3 worse, or 2 worse, excuse me. There you go. Hope y'all had fun. I also went 0-2 in the platinum bracket. Yay! Bye, guys.